Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I'm your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Funder Prop Firm, Trend Genius, and we are in here on a Thursday. Thursday vibes all day today. Man, crazy chain of events just with everything going on, right? Let's see who we got in here. Well, let me just say this. Good morning to all of y'all. T. Pruitt, my brother. V. Brewer, good morning. B. Cologne Jr., good morning. Aqua, good morning. Mr. Payout, good morning. He said orange and blue skies. Serena, good morning. Mike, good morning. Terry Layton, good morning. That is funny. Britt, good morning. Yeah, it was. That game was wild. Regina, good morning. Frost the Fifth, good morning. Cologne Senior, good morning. Dee, good morning. My sister Sneehall, good morning. PT702FX, good morning. Blunt Machete, good morning. Jazz Rich, good morning. Mr. Riddler, good morning. Bodavin, my guy. Hope all is well with you, brother. You and the family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big Cam, Texas, good morning. Soak It Insider, good morning. Alfie, what's good? Buenos dias, amigo. ¿Qué tal? Laser Focus Minded said, buenos dias. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me send out this other notification. All right. Bam. We're in there. Audrey, good morning. Good morning. That 8% line is the truth. Told y'all. I mean, and like I told y'all, I ain't never trying to be right. I just know I was taught properly. You know what I mean? Like I believe in my coach and mentor, for real. I know what he taught me was is real deal. Like they say, real deal Holyfield. So let's see here what we got. All right, cool. Let's jump in. Let's see here. Michael, what up? What up, dude? From the DMV. I heard that. Todd, good morning. JR, let's go. They don't know about that. Let's go, bro. That's what's up. That's particularly directed towards me. I know that, JR. What's up, my guy? Ty, what's good? Miss T and her 3. Haven't been for a while. You are looking more lean, healthy. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, that last 7 months, I was 183 lean before my first surgery. And before I started my detox, I was 212. Yes, but thank you, Ty. I appreciate it. Let me know I'm doing my thing. I'm back to back to my workout, back to my walking. Matter of fact, speaking of which, I forgot to post my my workout results from yesterday. That's right, I posted for today. Yeah, scalp is the GOAT. Scalp is the GOAT, and that's the truth. Yes, Sneehall, good eye. Chop box is happening. I love it. Now that is a nice chop box. Let's go ahead and jump to news real quick. And then we'll get on the charts. Let's see here. Let me make sure where we at. All right, cool. We good? All right, so let's do this and let's do that. All right, cool. So we'll go here and then bam. All right, cool. So y'all saw it. Y'all already saw it. We had PPI come out today and unemployment claims. That was at 5:30. Other than that, we have nothing else going on. So we definitely got some volume in for that. So with that stated, let's go ahead and just jump on the charts real quick. All right. So yes, Nihal, my sister. Yes. This is a nice little chop box area right here. Let's see here. Let's box that out. All right. Let me open it up some. But yeah, nice little chop box and consolidation, right? But definitely. That looks really good. We like to see that like around this time, especially preferably like 625 is ideal, but it's 622, but still around this time is still great, still amazing to see. That's a good thing. And as y'all saw, That 8% line stood true. So let's see what we get. Oh, y'all, you know what? I've had so much going on. I did not even do my daily levels, but that's all right. We're going to do them together. All right, so y'all can just watch me do this real quick. So basically, I'm marking out, these are my targets. I'm marking out I'm marking out yesterday's daily candles. You can see this is Wednesday's daily candle for my targets for today. So basically, I'm just marking out the high, 29,251. I'm marking out the high, open, low, close. And those are the pink lines you see on my chart. Let's see here. This would be the open, 29,102. Boom. And let's go with the close of this candle, which would be 28,554. 28,554. Bam. And the low. The low of this candle will be 28,410. 28,410. And boom. All right. So targets are set for today. Let's go back down to the 1 minute. Let's close this off. Let me make sure I got the right contracts in there. Nope, I don't. 5, we're gonna leave that on market. Do that. All right, cool. Cool. Now we ready. Now I got my targets. So now y'all see what I use for my targets. Those are my targets for one of my strats that I use for the daily. All right, so that's done, that's done. Let me check over here, make sure everything's set over there. Yep. Copy trader set. Traderify, you better act right. If not, I'm taking you to the 405 today. Guarantee you, every trade copy is going to the 405. Daily bias is bullish. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Bottoman said daily bias is bullish. You know what you know so funny? When you've been doing it for a while, you can almost pretty much look at the trend, right? Look at, like, when I say the trend, I won't say the trend because that might be that might confuse this. But you can just look at price action and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I can already see what the daily bias is, especially when you've been doing it for a minute, right? So let's go to the 5 minute. I like to do it on a 5 minute because what it does is it, makes the candle smaller, it's less noise, so to speak. So let's go ahead and mark it out. 5 to 9 for everybody that's new on the stream. Welcome. You're in the right place. We are doing our daily bias. We do this every day, every morning. This is like a cheat code to get an idea of what price action price action, may do during the New York Open. So what we do is we're marking out last night's time frame. So this is 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'm on Pacific Standard Time, so adjust your times accordingly. So just if you're on Pacific, or if you're on Central, or if you're on Eastern Time, just mark these out accordingly to your time zone or anywhere else in the world you may be. So 5 to 9 would be our Asian session, but not the complete Asian session, just the time of Asia that we mark out. 11 to 2 a.m. will be our London session. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to see if London in this session took out the highs and or lows of this Asia session that we just marked out. So when you look at it, you just got to identify two things in each session, the high and the low of each one. So this will be the high of Asia during this time frame. This would be the low of Asia. This would be the low of London, and this would be the high of London. So what we can see from this comparing these two time frames is that London took out Asia highs, but did not take out Asia lows. So with that stated, that means we look for the market to be bullish. Now, once again, we are not married to this. It's just a bias. It's just an idea. It is not a prediction. Let me repeat. We are not married to this. It's just a bias, not a prediction, because anything can change that. Look at this. This is actually even nicer on the 5 minute. This shot box is even nicer on the 5. If we can get one more candle in there, that would be great. But yeah, this is even nicer on the 5 minute. Not too bad. Actually, you know what? I would even excuse me, I would even drop this candle in there, but I would like to have some more candles of this size right here. So we'll see. We got about 2 minutes. Wow, it's crazy. I don't know why somebody's calling me. What's this from Illinois? Man, I don't know you. Talk to my voicemail. All right, so let me jump back to the one. Look at that huge consolidation area right there. So you know we're gonna have a breakout in some direction. One thing we do know is what? A lot of buys last night. This was actually our news candle, right? Definitely brought in some volume, some bearish volume. And we know what? We know there is a lot of sell side liquidity down here. We know a lot of traders overnight took buys and some of them are still holding, right? So there's a lot of stop losses, a lot of trailing stops down here. So as I stated, there's a lot of sell side liquidity. So let's see what we get. Market opens in some minutes. All right, cool. So let's see what we get. TG, morning. Always NQ, my brother. You know that. Always NQ. All right, so, yep, it already broke that little consolidation area. If we get DSLs, because it looks like DSLs is setting up, even though I really don't like taking, but the thing is this, we have a lot of sell side liquidity and we have a target down here. And we also have, all right, there it is. And we also have, you know, some little volume that news made right here. So let's see what we get. 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 All right, well, we got market structure shift. Well, not yet because the candle hasn't closed. Market is now open and we just got to sit back and be patient and let's see what we get. You see how it was a good consolidation area, but as far as a clean chop box, it was not a clean. It was a clean chop box within these candles here, but the whole thing, as far as this whole area, was not really too clean. It's more of a consolidation area now. But let's see what we get. You can see price is very indecisive. So let's see what we get. Yep, so we do not have market structure shift as of yet. Oh, wait, did it close? No, not yet. All right. If that candle stays closed, then we can definitely say we have market structure shift to this the eval that I told y'all I was working on. Pretty close to passing it. Let's see what we get though. Let's see what we get. Things dumping. If someone took the breakout, y'all should be. If you took the breakout of this chop, if you took a breakout of this consolidation area, you should have used this as your target and possibly trim some of your position and left the runner in. That's how you would trade this consolidation area. So just keep that in mind. This would have been your target. If you're wondering what my target be, this would have been the perfect target. As I stated, to trim your position, you should be trading micros. No one should be trading minis. If you're trading minis, I can tell you right now, you are over leveraging. You are completely over leveraging. So at this point, I'm just going to just be patient and just sit back and wait and see what the market gives us. So let's kind of go from there. But we are waiting for a fair value gap to form, but not yet. But definitely a great breakout. Definitely a great breakout entry. As I stated, you would have took partials right here. You should have your stop loss moved just below your entry and letting those runners run. But that was a nice, what was that? Let's do it like this. That low is 756, 708, 5608. That would be 38. Excuse me, 48. So 48 points times 4, 160 for 32, 192 ticks. That's actually wasn't a bad. That's not a bad. That's not a bad trade. And your stop loss would have been here if you took the breakout. Your stop loss would have been right above this box. Entry would have been right below. TP would have been here. Trim some contracts. And like I said, that was 100 and, what did I say? We said 48, right? Yeah, 48, 160, 32, 192 ticks. Yeah, 192 ticks. That would have been a nice little, so it's a nice little trade if you took the breakout. Nice. And your runner is still running. So that's another little strategy. I just gave y'all a strategy. But it's something that I would only do during the market open. If you start seeing this, usually you want to start looking for this probably like around 615, 620. But I mean, if it happens before that, cool. But then you have to make sure you choose the correct size that you're going to trade on. But the good thing is it's a pretty cool trade because the risk is not that great. So let's see here. The risk is pretty small. Let me see. Risk is, we said 56, right? Yeah, 56. And then what's this up here? 56.82. So that's 46. 160, 24. It's basically almost a 1-to-1. Oh, we had a fair value gap, but price chewed that up. All right, so let's see what we get. All right, let me get in here. Where we at? Let's see. You agree bullish? Yeah. For real, Serenas. Let's see here. All right. Learned a few things. Pay some bills on a 5-0. Don't be married to the bias, but heed the words of Trent. Absolutely. What laser-focused mind said. Kiara said, good morning. Edgar Martinez, good morning. All had to clock in early at work. Can't be on the live. Just came to wish y'all all the blessed day. Happy trading. Thank you, Edgar Martinez. Appreciate you, my brother. Angie, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I talked to Cuz last night. He said, huh? Oh, he was blown away. Angie, he was blown away. He was like, man, we know them. I'm like, yeah, bro. They know our family. We know. Crazy. The world is so small. Anthony Brown, good morning. Nancy, thank you for the welcome. Good to be here. Good morning, all. Absolutely. Q, Grand Risings. Cutting myself off from trading the rest of this week. FOMO got me yesterday on my lunch break. Messed up my live account pretty bad. Sorry to hear that, Soap. Sorry to hear that. 15-minute banger is bearish. Let me check it. Let's check that. Yeah, we would definitely need. Actually, let me get this box out of here. We would definitely need this candle to flip bearish to be able to get a 15-minute banger. So yeah. So we'll see. We still have 8 minutes before that candle closes. Serena, what do you think about DS longs? Don't forget to smash that like button. It helps others find the channel, and it only takes the push. And it only takes the push of a button. Absolutely. Let me pop that up there. So, what Soak said. Just what Soak said. Jersey, we need to wait 9:45. Yep. If it closes bearish as well, it would be valid. Then we wait for 5-minute close. Yep. That's correct. Looks like another chop box. That was similar, more of a consolidation area versus a chop box moodinator. But yeah, definitely pretty close. Khalid, good afternoon. Ask what's up, and yeah. He was stoked. Mr. Sykes, I hope I say this right. I'm just gonna say Bub. Morning, bro. Yeah, I prefer long, of course, Serena. You know my sentiment. I prefer longs as well. You know what I'm saying? We already know, right? We already know what it is. But yes, absolutely. I prefer longs as well. If I did take DS longs, what I would do is I would trim. We took DS longs. It would have to be a market structure shift above. Let me move my TV out the way so it could be a little bit better. All right, so let's put my floor model TV right here. All right, cool. Yeah, if I did take DS buys, it would have to be a break of structure of this. Of course, I would use this as a target, and then I would just let the runner run. So, but yeah, this trade. But also too, there's a lot of sell side liquidity. So we'll see how much it wants to play by this 8% line. But honestly, this is what I truly believe is going to go on for the day. This is not, how would I say, this is not a prediction. It's just what I see, right? So what I see is price coming down somewhere, I don't know, somewhere around here. Come on now. And it going back up. That's what I see. But of course, it's going to always do what it wants to do, but just based on characteristics, that's why I'm saying that. It's going to come and take some of this liquidity. Yep. Definitely going to come take this liquidity, or even probably hit this daily and then take off. All right, we got a daily set up to the day, almost a daily short setup. Let's see. What y'all got? Barbarossa the Great. Full port. But yeah, I prefer the longs as well. Barbarossa the Great. ¿Qué tal? Jonathan, morning from the DR. That's what's up. Buenos dias. That's what's up. Morning from the Dominica. That is fire. I don't know, Serena, what you think? I mean, the way we were taught, right? The setup is there. Let's see here. I just don't feel no sells. Even though it's selling, I still don't feel sells. Would you expect consolidation around the daily level before it goes? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to play down here for a little bit. Exactly, see move, but eventually go bullish. Not DR. Oh, from Dominica. Got you, brother. Got you. That is different. Absolutely. That's what's up. Well, welcome. My cue is why we are not selecting DS longs, because two levels are up as well. May test Asia low. Yep. Just a minute. Yes, sir. Gotcha. What is the thing? We don't have the setup for DS longs. Right? In order to have DS longs, we would need a market structure shift above the most recent swing high, and that would be here, my sister Snehal. And then also too, this is the other thing. We do have a target here, and we did get a setup for DS shorts. But the only reason why I am reluctant to take it is because of this 8% line. I mean, there is we know there's sell side liquidity, because we know by price being so bullish last night that a lot of traders were in buys, right? So that means there's a lot of stop losses to the sell side. So let's see here. DS is there, but the 8% line waiting for 15-minute banger. I know, right? Oh, okay. Kyle's Creme, you from Dominica? Okay, that's what's up. Oh, got you. Above Venezuela. Okay, got you. DS shorts, but waiting. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you know what? I gotta, let's see here. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna take the DS short. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna scale down with 3 contracts, 3 micros. And this will be, actually, I'm going to use this as my stop loss right here. All right, tapped in. And my buy stop is in there. All right, cool. I'll use this right here as an area to trim 2 of those contracts. That'll be a buy limit. And we're going to go boom, boom, confirm. All right, cool. Let's see what we get. Everything's set, and I'm going to leave a runner for this daily if we get that. Let's see what we get. So I went in 3 contracts. I usually go in 5. Y'all know that. I went in 3 micros. Just to play it safe, I have to respect the setup, right? That's the thing. You have to respect your setup. If you've back tested your strategy and you know your strategy very well, I've been trading this strategy for over 2 years, I got to respect my setup. That's the way I was taught. You don't respect your setup, then you don't believe in your strat, right? You know what I'm saying? So there it is. Even if it goes against me, no harm, no foul. It is what it is. That's trading. But I have to respect my setup. So let's see here what we got. Let's see. All right. Honestly, I truly believe that's gonna go against us. I truly believe that only because it swept right here. Let me see. Yep. But I gotta respect my setup, and I gotta respect my strat. So we'll see. Other than that, let's go ahead and let's jump to while that's cooking. We'll go ahead and we will jump to our tip and question of the day. Let's get it. Let's see here. So that'd be that. All right. Now, let's do this. Preview in. Let's go here. I didn't ask y'all how are y'all doing. I did not even ask y'all today. How are y'all doing? My bad. How is everyone doing? You can one word me in the chat, and then we're gonna get into question and tip of the day. Just one word me in the chat. Let me know. How are y'all feeling? Yep, I knew that was gonna go against us. Once I saw how it started moving, I was like, yeah. Come on now, where's my? There we go. Yep, wicked us out and came back down. It's all good. I can live with 457. Unfortunately, it's 457 in 13 accounts, but it is what it is. So there it is. All right. Good, smooth, sleepless. We'll have better luck if everyone highs the 8% line on the charts. Nah. That's too funny. All right, so y'all know me. I usually do not take 2 trades in one day. I'm usually one and done.
Order canceled.
But today I'm seeing something a little bit different. And let's see here. Let's see here. So I would only assume no 15-minute banger, right? No 15-minute banger at all today. Let me go back and look at that. Oh yeah, 15-minute banger is in play. 15-minute banger is in play. Take that back. It is in play. All right. Well, if y'all want to take it, go ahead. I'm definitely not taking a 15-minute banger. And that's just what it is. All right. So let me let's see here. Frustrated, productive, been working on NT scripting. I heard that. Bless, how you feeling? I'm feeling good. Yeah, 15-minute shorts is valid. Yeah, definitely feeling good. Definitely can't, have no complaints. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And I'm going to keep it there.
Order submitted.
All right, cool. All right, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm taking the, let's see here. And that would be by, and that would be
order submitted
here. All right, cool. Well, I'm taking the, on my other accounts, I'm going to take the DS long on my other accounts because the DS is actually still in play. So I'm going to take the DS long on my other accounts and see what we get. But on these accounts that I just took them on, my Fund of Future and my Take Profit Trader, I am pretty much done for the day on those. And let's see here. Red news on Financial Juice a few minutes ago. Yeah, right here. UAE. Yeah, it's about the UAE and Iran. Let me cue this up for y'all real quick, and then we'll get into a question of the day and tip of the day. But y'all said y'all are I know some of y'all hit me up and some of y'all responded to what I asked, and I know some of you guys didn't, but it's very important that we audit our feelings every morning. Because it gives us it gives us a look into our emotions for the day. So it's very, very important that we do that. Very, very important. Very, very important. So just that's why I always ask that question, y'all. So can you share your DS long setup, please? Absolutely. Absolutely. I got you. I got you, Sister Sneehall. It's basically going to be, let me get there. And let's see here. Where are you? Right. Okay. Bam. And all right. So, oh my. Main controls. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right, cool. So this would be it right here. Let me share my screen so you can see the DS setup. This would be it right here. So market structure shift, fair value gap. You would place your entry right at the top of the gap. And you would wait for price to come and tap back in. And then you can take, this would be your target. This pink line, I would definitely recommend if you're going to take the DS, you should be putting these daily levels on your charts. If you're taking a DS, I recommend putting the daily levels on your chart. So, so that's pretty much it right there as far as the strategy setup. Excuse me, y'all. The strategy setup. I got something in my head. I got this guy coming to take care of my garage floor, and I was just kind of thinking about something. I kind of zoned out on something. A conversation that he and I had yesterday, and it just hit me right now in my brain as I was talking. But yeah, so entry would be basically right at the top of this fair value gap, which is basically the low of this candle. Entry would be 28,804.25. Actually, let me redo this. 28,804.25. If you're gonna take it.
Order canceled.
Let me open this up a little bit. Yeah, it didn't took off without us. Yep, of course. Of course you would, NQ. That's what you do. That's what you do. 804.25. There we go. So entry would be here. All right, cool. So that's entry.
Order submitted.
I would take partials here at this previous swing high, which is around the 912.75 area. And then I will leave my runners, and either you can let your runners continue on, or you can actually close your runners out at this daily level right here, which is 29,102. Or drifter, what has been your profit loss? Got you, Joseph. Pretty much, but I learned that I wasn't watching market structure, and that is why I'm in the net. Got it. Utterly confused with trading view on TEF. Let me load laser focused mind. What are you confused about? And we can talk about that. Just let me know. You can just put in the comment section. Let me know what you're confused about. But yep, that's where we are. Had a little business expense today of like 450 something bucks. But the good thing is that that is very doable for my accounts. It does not put my accounts in peril. My accounts are still good, still, you know what I'm saying? Able to trade another day. And as I stated, not in any peril of any kind. So this will be the DS long setup. But honestly, I truly believe price is definitely going to leave without us. Yeah, it's gone. I mean, it could come back. I've seen price get super close, come back, and then go all the way back up. So just based on what I've seen over the past couple of years. But yeah, that would be the strategy right there. All right, what we got? Can anyone tell me how the 5-0 did last night? 5-0, I did not take it. It did not do good. It lost. Let's see here. Let's go to the 5 minute. Where are we at? What the 5-0 do last night? Oh, come on, indicators. About to say. All right, so actually it made about like it didn't even hit TP1. It got stopped out, came down, it hit TP1 or a little bit past TP1, then almost went up to stop loss, went above entry, came back down, got stopped out again, and then from there it just was straight. From there it was just straight bearish. Straight bullish. So come trade it with us, Morbid. Yeah, hit stop loss twice. Exactly, Ty. Yep, sure did. But we didn't take it. Yeah, we didn't take it. So actually, a couple of us took it. I didn't. Most of the Genius Vault didn't take it. We was cautious of the 8% line, as Mr. Payout stated. Yeah, we was cautious of that. So, but yeah. All right, you know what? While that's cooking, let's go ahead and get our mental muscle rocking. All right, what we got? We got 96 viewers, 61 likes. We just need to get 35 more likes. Let's get the likes up, please. All right, so let's get into our question of the day. Boom. All right, so question of the day today. All right. Is what does trend continuation versus reversal mean when trading NQ, and how do you tell the difference? What does trend continuation versus reversal mean when trading NQ, and how do you tell the difference? Let's talk about that. So let's talk about what trend continuation is. Trend continuation is a pullback to a key level, right? And then the momentum resumes, whatever that trend is. If it's selling, if it's a bearish trend or a bullish trend, that is pretty much what trend continuation is, right? You got to have a little pullback. Let me see if we can find that. Let me go to the 5 minute. All right, so let me share my screen. All right, so this would be a good example of trend continuation, right? So price right here is going bullish. It pulls back to a key level, right? And this is a key level. This was the daily from yesterday. So also there's a fair value gap here. It pulls back to a key level and then it continues on in its direction. This is a good example of trend continuation, because remember, price is not going to just continuously go one way, right? It's going to pull back, right? It's going to pull back. So it has to pull back and then continue on. That's how price works. So this is right here is a good example of trend continuation. So you can identify that on your chart. Now, a reversal, how would I say, break structure, right? You have a break of structure and definitely a change of character, right? Which is how would I say? Of course, it breaks structure in the opposite direction. So let's give a good example of that. So a reversal would be right here. This would be a good example of a reversal. You see the trend is bearish, right? Boom, hits here, it starts to reverse. Right here, actually, here we get a break of structure. Excuse me, I take that back. Right here is our break of structure, right? And price continues on. So that's how we know that's a reversal. That's how we can tell. We can use this to tell that this is a trend continuation. Price goes up, reverses, not reverses, but it pulls back. This is not a reversal. This is a pullback to a particular level. And this is a particular level. That's why I put these daily levels on my chart. And then it continues on. This right here, this would be a reversal. So with that stated, that is the examples, the examples and the differences between those two. So going back to our question of the day, what does trend continuation versus reversal mean when trading NQ, and how do you tell the difference? We just did that. That's how you would tell the difference. Very, very simple, very, very easy. What I would recommend doing is I would recommend going on your chart and how would I say, going on your chart and just scroll back and just start identifying that. Just start looking, maybe go to the 5 minute, right? So there's less candles. I mean, you can do it on a 1 minute, but I would say go to the 5 minute, so there's less candles. And then you can identify it. I mean, you can do the 1 minute as well. The 1 minute is just going to give you like much more broader candles. So I would do it on a 5 minute, a little higher time frame. And there you go. And that's how you know what the difference is between a trend continuation and a reversal. That's how you tell the difference. All right. Any questions on that? Let me know. Let me see here. I'm out of the long, 500 to take win. That's what's up, Britt. That's that discipline. That's what's up, Britt. Keep rocking, keep rocking. It clicks the button with the thumb or else gets the hose again, huh? Let me see here. Pivot point, good morning, good morning, good morning. Clicks the button with the thumb. See Moody, which I'm trying to understand your message. If anyone has a question on question of the day, just let me know. Let me know. All right, so what we got here? All right, so let's do this. Let's go here. I don't know what's going on, y'all. My stomach is killing me. Jeez Louise. It's killing me. Like literally it's killing me. What this boy got? 29.16. So Lazy just called out a short. 28.916, but it's already left without you. I believe it's on the 15 minute. Yes, it is. Yeah, actually it's here. What he said, 916? Yeah. So basically it's, let me share my screen with y'all. Lazy called out his little strategy. So if you're in the inner circle, you can go check that out. So he called it out on 15-minute time frame. So we're gonna see what's over here. Let's get to the 15-minute, and it would be here. This mouse of mine is so wild. This mouse is so wild. That's all I gotta say. This mouse is wild. Dang, my stomach is killing me. Jeez Louise, what's going on? I ain't eating nothing I ain't supposed to eat. Oof. I'm just trying to put my entry in over here, y'all. Actually, you know what? It's already gone. I'm going to leave it alone. Yep, I'm going to leave it alone. I was going to take Lazy's trade, but it already left. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. All right, cool. Let's get back in here. We say, misquoted, the silence of the lambs to, oh, for real. Do I mean a long? Oh, I'm sorry. If I said Lazy called out short, he called out a long. There was a nice setup for HSS on MNQ, but I missed it. Got you. Yeah, he called longs at 916. There you go. I'm still in this long and up 2,500 profit at the moment. How do you feel about moving stop loss up to a profit on a run like this? I mean, that'll be a trailing stop. If you're going to trail, you can trail it. If you're going to trail it, trail it. You just move it up and just find some key levels to put it at. And that's that. But y'all, I don't know what the heck is going on. My stomach is killing me. Jeez Louise, what is happening? Man. No trade is always better than a bad trade. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just going to close out this demo trade too. All right, cool. Whew, y'all. Man, I don't know what's going on in my stomach. Oh, my goodness. Jeez Louise. Man. Stomach is killing me. All right, let's get to tip of the day. Let's go ahead and rock tip of the day real quick. All right, so tip of the day today is I don't know. Tip of the day today is, come on, screen, stop tripping. What we got? Todd Smith, welcome. Appreciate you. Welcome. I'm good. Bettina, how are you? I could be a little bit better. My stomach is killing me right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the heck is going on. Like, for real. My stomach is killing me. Why? I have no clue. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But my stomach is, I just out the blue, it just going hammers down there, like just hurt. I don't know why though. But it's all good. I ain't tripping. Let's see here. I'll deal with it. Let's go. So this morning I woke up. Y'all know I'm up at like 3:45. Got my little cardio in this morning. But when I got to my desk, hit the studio, got to my desk, I had a lot of that's what it don't need. For real. You are so funny. Yep. You are too funny. That is funny. I see you, Jerry Jack. He said he said you're Oh man, that is funny. All right. So, tip of the day today is very easy. Know your max daily loss limit before you place your first trade. Very, very important that you know that. Very, very important. Know your max daily loss limit before you place your first trade. No funny name. Todd Smith got me in my feelings. He said, I don't know why. Bettina was cheating on you with Lazy Room. Oh, she was. Those BGs. I don't even have bubble guts. It just hurt. You know what, y'all? Hold up one sec. Let me go. I gotta throw up. Hold on one sec, y'all. I'll be right back.